What's up guys, Jake here. Before we get into my crazy Amazon experience, I kind of just wanted to let my regular viewers know that I'm obviously doing a little bit of rebranding with the YouTube channel. You could probably tell with the name Jake McCloud. What is that? Well, McCloud is like the gamer tag username slash whatever that I kind of want to start going by. I didn't want to change it too much just for the sake of people still being able to find me on YouTube and watch the old videos and everything. McCloud, just because I like clouds. I've always been fascinated with them. Final Fantasy VII. I like names that start with a K. Did change the second channel to McCloud Plus, in case y'all were watching the videos on there where I just have fun and kind of throw things that aren't so serious on that channel. Go like and subscribe to that. And I've been going live on this channel doing gaming, reacting, a whole bunch of stuff, and I've been pretty passionate and I've been loving it. So if you want to tune into that as well. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is a Amazon facility, what it looks like anyways. I was at one in Texas. So first off, I found the job on Indeed, and let me tell you, there were like a million different DSPs. If you don't know what that means, it's a delivery service partner, and they are basically side companies to Amazon that hire out people to work for their specific DSP through Amazon. Basically, I interviewed, and I'll show you the second picture, which is kind of a cafeteria. It was actually pretty badass, and basically they had like all of these like snacks, drinks, microwaves. Half of it was free, so you could just walk into the cafeteria at any time and grab whatever you wanted. And I did a lot of my training by myself on the computer inside of the cafeteria. The training was 3 days, and I had an instructor, and I was probably with 4 other people that were training with me. 3 days of basically just staring at a computer, watching these terrible videos on what to do and what not to do, and then at the end of the day you would have to take these tests to test your knowledge. This is what the trucks look like, okay? And basically you just ride with another driver and you get to hang out with him all day and see how he does things, and that's for half the day. And the last half of the day, the driver lets you do everything and kind of watches to see if you're doing it correctly. Amazon works with like 3 different apps, okay? One is Flex, so here's a little video that I screen recorded. So basically, you use the Amazon Flex app. You use Sling right here to talk to dispatch, or if you're having trouble and you need support or help, you use Sling. Paycom is what you use to see your hours and to do your scheduling. And then Mentor was what I used because they spy on you in the vans, okay? They spy on you in the vans, not live because that would be kind of weird, but like they record everything that you're doing, which really sketched me out, okay? This is what it looks like. This is the device that hangs off of your rear view mirror, and this thing literally records you, the front, and the sides anytime the vehicle is on. Yeah, Mentor is the app that I showed y'all. This is basically your driving record. If at any time you are running stop signs or anything like that, it marks you and it sends a video to your DSP manager showing them that you fucked up. In the mornings, you use your Flex app to see what your route is going to be. Also, a whole bunch of other stuff, like you have to figure out if your van is even safe to drive. You got to check off the list, everything. And basically in the morning they'll tell you which of these carts right here, this is a cart of boxes, and then you have to go into the warehouse, grab the carts, and then you have to number all of these boxes from like least to highest. That way, so when you're making your deliveries, like the first one you can do when hopping out of the van is go straight to the box that's right in front of you. You got to number them. Basically, everyone in the DSP, which for me was at 10:45 a.m., we would drive the vans through the hub and then park and then get out of our vans, and we only had 20 minutes to get all of our boxes and all of the carts into the van and leave. So let me tell y'all why I quit. There's multiple reasons why this job was not for me. So this is me. Now it's time for me to work a couple of days all by myself. And typically they send you to a completely different city. They cover a large territory. I would drive out and I would start doing my deliveries, and it is non-stop, okay? Boxes all over the van. It's like 10 to 11 hour shifts, and you will be stopping at least 120 times. On my first route, I think I probably had like 230 stops. That's number one, okay? It is hard work. It is very hard work. And you have to drive to a whole bunch of just weird places sometimes, okay? Some people get lucky, okay, and they get a really nice residential neighborhood, which I got a lot, okay? Those are pretty easy. But when they send you out into the boonies, where you have to go down driveways that are 2 miles before you even get to the house, Amazon drivers are actually not allowed to pull into people's driveways because of how many complaints they were getting about people hitting mailboxes. The city that I was working in, that territory, has no Planet Fitness, which y'all know, since I've been living in my car for over like 4 years now, that is where I shower, it's where I pee, it's where I take dumps, it's where I shave this morning. And it is vital for me living out of my car to have a Planet Fitness nearby, and there's not one. Literally 3 days straight of working, I was smelling like dog shit. Because you're in residential neighborhoods and you're having to go out in big parcels of land, there is nowhere to use the restroom. So this is pretty embarrassing. I had to pee 3 times in the van. In the van. Could I have taken a break and driven to a gas station or something? Sure. Is there so much work involved that if you take any time off, that you will get off extremely late and have to do the same thing the next day? Yes. So, weigh out your options here, boys and girls. App and tech issues. Basically, the functionality of these apps are not the best. Do they work fairly well as far as when you're doing the job and stuff? I would say maybe 75 to 80%. But when they don't work, it is extremely inconvenient. There were times where I was trying to drop off a package and I would get so turned around that I would have to drive 3 blocks all the way back around just to deliver one package. The last one that I had was customer notes. So this is me very confused. Sometimes the customers don't leave enough instructions, okay? And it is very confusing. They don't put apartment numbers. They don't give you directions on where to put the package. There's a lot of inconveniences and a lot of things that can take a lot of time from you doing your job, and it may take you until midnight to finish a job that could be a lot easier. I worked for a week and a half. I am not afraid to tell y'all how much that I made. I think my starting pay was $17.75, and they do a lot of bonuses as well, depending on how many packages you get out, and then you also get bonuses for how well your DSP did as a whole. If you feel like dealing with everything that I just talked about, I would say go for it. Matter of fact, I will go out of my way to say that I liked it. You know, it's not much different than what I have been doing the past 5 years with gig economy. It's just on a larger scale. But there were just a lot of things that just didn't work out with the way that I live my lifestyle. That is my spill on Amazon. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe if you found value in this video. And we'll see y'all on the next one.